Behind Josh, he has the battery-powered Ego Z6 zero turn.
And behind James, he has got the petrol-powered John Deere Z315E Z-Track.
Now today we are going to address some of your questions and some of your statements that you have left in many of our previous videos.
Now in that video we compared an Ego lawn tractor against one of the equivalent John Deere petrol machines on the market.
And the good news is that video is linked at the end of this one, and it is certainly worth a watch.
So in that video we wanted to test to see if a battery machine could really compete against a petrol product, and the results certainly spoke for themselves.
And so did everyone in the comments after that video, because we had nearly 400 comments underneath. So thank you very much everyone who commented. And so many people have asked for a run time test to see what the difference is between petrol and a battery.
So we've got two very comparable machines. The only difference is this is battery and that's petrol.
So I think it's time now. We got out into a large area and tested these run times. I've just found out that Josh is trying to catch me out because he hasn't actually filled this mower with fuel. So before we go anywhere, I think we better put some petrol in there. To make this as fair as possible, we're going to put 10 litres of Aspen in this mower. Now, let's show you how empty this tank actually is. You cannot actually see anything move. It is running on fumes, on thin air. So we're going to put 10 litres in, and Josh is going to tell you all about how many electrons he's got in his.
I filled mine right up.
You filled right up, mate?
100%.
Right, as you hear the things clicking off, they're full 5 litre cans of Aspen. Thank you very much Aspen for supplying our fuel today. Only the good stuff.
Only the best, isn't it? It is the best.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Says the man on the battery machine.
So we've got, well, we've got battery wise in the back of mine. I've got a 6, two 7.5s, 3 10s, so it works out to be 51 amp hours worth of battery power in the back of mine.
Yeah.
You can put a maximum of 72.
Yes, you're not full, are you?
I'm not full.
And I'm not going to be full either.
No.
But at least we can measure it. And how many percent is your battery on, mate?
I'm on 99%.
99%
Yeah.
battery. But we'll do the calculations at the end of how much more he could have got out of that if we had 6 12 amp hour batteries.
Yep.
And if we had, what per litre you can get on this.
Yeah. And the cost?
And the cost.
We'll
Yeah.
work out a rough cost.
With petrol and Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
With pump fuel. Because if Aspen didn't sponsor us, we'd be using normal petrol probably. We wouldn't be putting Aspen into a ride-on necessarily.
But you might do though.
Yeah, you might do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd advise it. If you can justify it, then do it.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's 2 now empty cans of Aspen. There we go. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but 3rd line. So it's on its full line. Yeah, right. It's enough waffle. Let's get cutting. Right, Josh, I think we should start with short lawn grass. Then we'll move up to some thicker, longer grass. Mm-hmm. And then if we've still got battery power left or petrol power, we should try some real thick stuff.
Okay.
I think that's the plan.
Sounds good to me. And I think in the last video, because you had battery and I had petrol, we should swap it about.
Well, I haven't even driven a John Deere zero turn before, so yeah, why not? Let's do that. And now you might remember this Z6, because in the previous video, about 2 years ago, I converted that very machine to remote control. So if you want to go back and watch that, you're very more than welcome to, but I've converted it back just because it's a little bit more useful and we can use it in other videos. Now that machine has done about 9 hours work, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. So it hasn't done masses, but it's done some. This one is brand spanking new with 0.5 hours on the clock. So
lovely. Yeah,
so these both machines aren't new to the market, but I think it's going to give a good test and a little bit different from our previous video for these run times. I've got a stopwatch here, so I'm going to start timing and then stop when we stop, start when we start, and see how we get on. So ready, Joshy?
Ready when you are, mate.
Let's get cutting, mate.
The Ego ZT4201E-L is a 107cm 42-inch zero-turn mower, and it has been on the market for nearly 3 years, and it has certainly made an impression around the world with its slick design, impressive capabilities and interchangeable 56-volt batteries. With the bonus of no engine oil, no drive belts, no fuel, low noise, simple operation and comfortable driving position, it certainly has a lot of benefits. Ego offer a 5-year domestic warranty on this product and a 3-year domestic warranty on their batteries. This mower with the 51 amp hours of batteries we have here today has a recommended retail price of £6,375 including the VAT.
So that is this lawn cut. I'm down to about that much petrol.
Yeah.
How much?
I'm down to 72% on battery.
72?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Right, I think we should go and try it in the field now. Nice long runs.
Yeah.
And everyone in our last video complained that we didn't have enough grass to cut. Oh, you weren't cutting anything. I think we just cut a fair bit
yeah,
there.
cut a fair bit.
I think we might need to come back and tidy that up. Josh, I hope our viewers agree, but I believe we're outstanding in our field. Couldn't help it. Just couldn't help it.
It doesn't get any better, does it?
No. So we have a beautiful field of grass, which my sheep, I say my sheep, my son's sheep, have recently eaten off fairly tight, but there's still a lot of grass in it and it's thick in the bottom. So I think we should make it look like a lawn, Josh.
Sounds good to me.
It's quite a tough job for a mower, this is, so I think it's going to use some petrol and use some battery.
Ampage.
Ampage. Right, let's just start cutting and get get mowing. Let's go. So the John Deere Z315E Z-Track zero-turn machine in its famous green and yellow livery on John Deere's smallest offering on the market. With its 12.3 kilowatt V-twin petrol engine coupled with its 42-inch 107 centimetre cutting deck. As always, John Deere boasting a very premium machine, but yet keeping the design and controls extremely simple and easy to use. John Deere offers a 3-year warranty on their 300 series machines, and this mower, as it stands here today, has a recommended retail price of £6,271. Oh, better stop the timer. 52 minutes 46 seconds so far.
I'm down to 33%.
That's another acre and a bit for sure.
It's got to be in it.
So let's go and do the top bit and see how much have you.
I got 33%.
33%? Doing
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
I've got, about that much fuel left.
About 33%.
I've got no idea unless I lift my seat. One hour 11 so far.
Is it?
1 hour 11. Where's your battery, mate?
I'm not in go home mode yet anyway.
No?
I'm down to 12%.
12%. I've got, that much fuel left, so. It's done a cracking job though.
Yeah.
We've turned our field into a football pitch. Yeah, your mower definitely goes faster than me.
Yeah.
Does that make you Lando Harrison, does it? Whatever his name is.
Lando Norris.
Lando Norris. Who's Lando Harrison?
I don't know.
Oh, Hamilton. Lando Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris.
That's two different people.
George Russell. Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez.
I'm more I'm more racing lawnmower than racing driver. I think.
I think you need to get a faster one then if you're into that.
Yeah, yours does go faster than mine. I think, right, if you've got 12%,
Yeah.
let's go and try some very thick grass.
Okay. sounds
Very
good to me.
long, very thick, and see how we get on. But we'd come out and cut something a little bit heavier than what you'd expect a zero turn to cut, which when it comes to a runtime test, really we should be staying to lawn grass because that's what these domestic machines are designed for.
Yeah.
But I thought everyone's going to go, oh, Cor, you're not cutting a long enough grass. I cut 4 foot of grass on my zero turn. And bearing in mind, everybody, right, these are domestic zero turns. This is the smallest one that John Deere make, and well, it's the smallest one Ego make as
It's
well.
the first ever one they brought out as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and 42-inch basic zero turns are domestic machines. Now, if you're going to compare this to a 60 or 72-inch commercial machine,
Jog on.
it's not the same, all right? It's not. We're not comparing them to go those. Yes, they are better.
They are more expensive.
They are more expensive. They are bigger, better, heavier machines. They'll drink more fuel and, well, eat more batteries if they're battery powered. But this is a 42-inch domestic machine test. So if you've already written in the comments saying that your machine's better than these two, which you're more than welcome to, please do. Please carry on, because you know it just grinds our gears, and I'm sure you love to do that. But we are testing 42-inch machines for domestic purposes to show you what the runtime test is like. I think it's the easiest way of putting it, isn't it?
Couldn't say fairer than that.
No, exactly. Right, let's cut some grass we shouldn't be cutting.
Other than, can I just let on to a little secret?
Go on then.
My batteries have regenerated because I've now got 18%. Get in there.
I'd also like to add that this John Deere is blocked up twice already on that other grass.
It
so
didn't do very well in that, did it? It's
No.
not long grass either, that.
no. Anyway, let's do it. I'm blocked. Ah, all those rushes left.
Come and have a look at mine. Oh, look. Fresh as a daisy. That battery.
Is that a battery?
Yeah. Well, when I say I'm out of battery, I'm not out of battery. I'm down to 7%, but it goes down to go home mode. So you can't use your blades, but it gives you enough battery power to get back to your charge point.
In other words, he's run out of battery. He can't do any more mowing, but he's got enough power to get home and charge. So we've just done another, well, a fair bit there really, but that's some tough old stuff.
That is heavy old stuff there.
That is rushes.
wet.
You've seen previous videos where we flailed all these rushes off about 6 weeks ago. You'll know how tough it is down here. But yeah, that's so impressive, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I didn't block once.
You didn't block once. No, I've blocked like 5 times down here, plus the others as well. Now, we knew what the answer to this video was going to be ourselves. And I've used half my fuels. We've still got about 5 litres left of the 10 litres we put in. But what we wanted to show you is how amazing and how capable that machine is. And that for the equivalent mower, and you couldn't get a more equivalent mower.
No, you couldn't.
That's 42-inch cut, this is 42-inch cut. They're both side discharge, they've both got mulching options.
Both press steel decks.
Yeah, both, they're more even than our previous video we done.
Yeah, they are.
The other Ego and the videos, which again, that video is linked at the end, so definitely watch it. But that proves that battery is just so capable. So yes, now Josh needs to go back and recharge. He's got 6 batteries in, but he's not at his full capacity. So I think if we now go and work out our maths before we completely round up the video, so we can work out exactly what that mower can do on time-wise and against what we've done petrol-wise, I think it'd be quite interesting to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
How many amps would we say you've got in there?
So I got 51 amps.
You got 51 amps.
Yeah.
So we've done 81 minutes. So 81 divided by
He's doing the maths and not me.
divided by 5. So 0.24p.
Now, obviously, if you don't think you're confident with a normal stick steer machine, or you don't like this type of system, Ego have got another option. Now, there might be a few of you out there that are still wondering how easy that stick steer system is to use, and you might not be comfortable with it. But we have another option from Ego, and that is the Z6 ZT 4200 ES. Now, you're going to be looking at both machines and thinking they are very similar. Well, they are, but this beauty has a steering wheel. So as you see, as we've got a standard steering wheel, your LCD screen is actually in front of you and all your controls are at your fingertips. You can change your drive speed, your blade speed, you can check your battery consumption, the amount of batteries you've got in there, and your power mode. So this is a different system to the stick steer where the sticks actually control your drive speed. On this one, you've got a standard pedal like you would on a hydrostatic lawn tractor. So that's the steering wheel version of the Ego Z6. Let's head back to James.
Right, so we've done the maths. Cue the comments saying you got your maths wrong. So unleaded petrol at the moment is £1.40 a litre, isn't it? Thereabouts. And 5 litres would be £7. Now, I've put 5 litres in this today of Aspen, which would be £25 if you were to buy Aspen. But in normal unleaded, it is £7.
Yeah.
So theoretically, it's cost me £7 to mow what I have with this one today.
Yeah, which is about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we said it was about an acre.
Yeah.
That we've done each.
Yeah. And you've cut the same, about the same, well, we've both cut the same, haven't we?
Yeah.
Now, you've used the amount of electricity he has, and to charge his batteries, we've worked out it costs £1.16 to charge the batteries he's got. But if you had a full bank of batteries, it would come out about £1.90.
Yeah.
So our logic, or our maths now, basic maths, trying to keep it simple,
is it costs 7 times more to fuel your machine and do what I've done with my battery today.
Yeah, nearly 7 times more to fuel this than it has been to that. It is much cheaper to run a battery machine. Now, in our previous video, you're probably asking yourself lots of questions now. We answered the difference in there. So cost-wise, we worked out that the Ego mower was more cost-effective to buy than the John Deere was. But the biggest thing we said about was servicing. Because servicing a petrol machine like this is very, very expensive. Now, it's becoming more and more expensive to service your machine with a dealer. We know that. We were a dealer for 12 years prior to this. Now, your maintenance on your battery machine is a lot cheaper than it is on a petrol machine. There is no getting away from that. So if you weigh all those costs up, then there is a big saving, isn't there?
And if you've got a more of a premium machine, even more so. So if you've got a John Deere, it's probably going to cost you a lot more than if you have more of a, should we say, a sub brand maybe.
Exactly. Now, we're not saying the John Deere is a bad mower. It is a very good mower. And I was actually only saying to Josh just now, I've got nothing bad to say about it. The only thing I'd like to have is armrest for a 0 turn. There's no armrest on this, so when you're driving along like this, your arms feel like you're a little Tyrannosaurus Rex, a little dinosaur here going along. So it would be nice to have armrests. Other than that, it's not a bad machine.
No, but there is another noticeable difference. The Ego's got 2 deck hangers on the front. You've only got the one on yours.
Okay, yeah.
So you've got a little bit more sort of twist and
stability.
Now,
this one did block up a few times, but I did say to Josh before we started this morning, it's got a nice short side discharge flap, and we did say it's got a really nice big exit, so we thought it would actually be better, but it wasn't.
No.
So that was quite interesting. The controls are really simple. You couldn't get a more basic, simple 0 turn, to be quite honest. The Ego, you've got so much that it goes faster. You've got lots of different settings on it. You can use the batteries in other products, so you can use them in the trimmers, chainsaws, blowers, hedge trimmers. The list is endless from them. So yeah, both have got their pros and cons.
Got adjustable gas seat on this one as well.
Oh, yes, you have.
Whereas you haven't on yours.
But I love the Ego range. We love the Ego range. We do a lot with Ego. The John Deere is a great mower. But what I'd like you to let us know in the comments below is, would you choose battery or petrol from seeing what we've done today? Now, I know a lot of people in the previous video said that which mower they'd go for, either battery or petrol, or Ego, or whether they go John Deere, and it's probably 50-50, wasn't it? There's people who are going on to battery are going up and up and up. Now, I'm not being a battery person by saying everyone's got to go battery, because I love petrol as much as I love battery, and I think you do as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But with the people who say that it is not as good as petrol, this is why we do these videos.
Yeah, we proved it.
But to say, look, yes, they can. We will prove it wrong because we know how capable that machine is. But yes, there's still downfalls with regards to having to charge the batteries and wait for that battery to charge now. So Josh, you'd have to wait for probably, 2 hours for that machine to charge. I could go right back now, fill this right back at the petrol and kick right on again.
Although with that new PGX charging system that Ego got, and you slot all your batteries in, or you just charge your ride on straight in the plug right away.
Over lunch.
Well,
we stopped for lunch while doing this test, but we didn't charge it. Whereas obviously you would if we weren't doing the test we were doing today. So yeah, so we want to know if this is useful, and if you want to see more of this type of videos. We probably waffled on now here a bit at the end, but I think it's important. So do you like all the in-depth stuff, or do you just want to see us drive machines and tell you how amazing they are? So I think that probably rounds it up.
I think it does.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching.
We're Machinery Nation. We bring you product videos every week all about tools and machinery. We hope you enjoyed it. Drop us a comment, ding the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
Cheerio.
Thank you. The only difference being, this is Batrol. Patrol?
Patrol.
Patrol. It's lateral Batrol.
That's a hybrid, isn't it? Patrol. We should probably start with short long grass. Right, so we're going to start with short long grass.